Okay, I'm getting better at recording these videos. I always like forget things and then I refilm it, and this is like the few times that I've recorded this video, but I feel like I just want it to be thorough. This is a really, really important topic. And today we're talking about diet and nutrition and health, and oh my gosh, how many times do I have to redo this video? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Neff, and you are on A Line with Abby. I'm focusing today on overall stress and anxiety around body dysmorphia, what you're eating, if what you're eating is okay for you, and just overall understanding how to love your food again, how to just simply live a day-to-day without obsessing over what you're gonna eat. So with that all being said, I want you to know that I'm not trying to sell you on anything, and I'm not trying to tell you what you should and should not be eating. I'm just simply sharing my story, what I've been through, and how I got to a place now where I love my food and I've figured out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. My last video, the first 30 minutes, I dove really deeply into what it was like when I was told I needed to, what it was like when I first started modeling and I was told to lose weight. So you can go to that video, link it here so you can watch. I have actually obsessed over food for years, and to the point where I would have a snack more than I thought I should, or a carb more than I thought I should. So then I'll like think about it for 3 days of like, oh, I had that cake and I'm gonna gain weight. A big tip is obviously portion sizing. And in America, we are screwed with that. They give you a whole bag of chips with 7 servings, and then you finish that bag of chips, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like the worst, and you kind of hate yourself a little bit for it, and then you're like, gotta have to get up and work out again, and now you have no energy because all your energy is sucked into the bag of chips, and then you're regretting it. And how do you find yourself okay with that and okay with those decisions? In those instances, you're not actually loving your food. It's like, imagine a hit it and quit it guy and you just like hooked up really quick versus like a long-term relationship. What are you gonna get out of both? And you're gonna get actual real loving commitment out of the real relationship. And then the hit it and quit it is just like, yeah, whatever, maybe shouldn't have done that. You can actually look at this bag of chips like that versus a whole meal full of like nutrients and love and attention and creativity, and you put together this whole thing that fuels you and makes you feel like, wow, I put so much love and energy into this meal, versus this bag of chips that's not gonna serve you. It's not gonna make you feel any better. It's gonna make you feel worse. Like, that's that guy that you don't want to be around. That's a really funny way to put it. I actually just came up with that, and I think it's a little clever. More to that portion sizing I'm going to be talking about in another video, and how you can regulate your portion controls, because I feel like I just simply can go straight into that bag of chips and I don't know when to stop. So you just gotta practice it and read the back of the label and see like, okay, this many chips is this serving, so set them aside. So it's just actually just a practice, and you have to constantly practice and work on how you're gonna actually moderate all of these things that are going on and how much portions are in it, and it's so much thought, energy, but practice it and you'll get better at it, and then you'll know when you're gonna get that next bag of chips how much you can actually have. With that being said, my body reaction was a trial and error from seeing how much I can actually eat. So one day I will overeat, one day I would undereat, and I would just do all the things so that I would figure out what worked for me. And after years and years of figuring this out, I know that eating half a sweet potato, like I thought even back a couple years ago, would make me blow up and feel sick and fat, and I would wake up with regret. That was all in my head. And now I eat half a sweet potato and I feel great. So it's like the whole push and pull with what is your mind actually telling you, with what's your body saying. So solution number 2 that I found works for me in understanding where my body is, the MyFitnessPal app. So if you've ever had it, you already know, you just put in your information, and then you have like a health food log, and you can use the diary and look at the calories that you have remaining for the day based off of how many you set it to, which if you want to know your calories, it's about your weight times 14 or 15, and it'll give you like the average calories that you should be having. If you look at that and then you click on the top calories remaining part, it will show you a pie chart. And if you go over to macros, it'll show you carbs, fats, and proteins, and exactly how much you should be having through the day. And you should have like a very nice looking pie chart made up for you, and it can show you what you're having. So this is solution number 3, and that is what I found works best for my body. Again, my body, I don't know if it'll work best for you. It's bio-individuality. We all are different. We all have different needs. But for me, when I started having breakfast, lunch, dinner, structured meal, carbs, fats, proteins, every meal, I found myself snacking less, eating less sugar, with more energy for my workouts, and I was feeling so good. And so ever since I discovered that, I realized I don't have an issue with carbs. I can have all the food that I was having before in moderation, and I can organize my meals so I'm not snacking all day. Before, I would just snack so much because I wasn't getting enough calories. So you have to, again, practice. Like, are you starving yourself all day? Are you actually eating enough calories? And then you'll know what you should be eating versus what you shouldn't be eating. So from falling in love with my food to actually feeling like good in my body and able to eat ice cream sometimes and have a cocktail sometimes and not hate myself for it, came from that trial and error of just having those foods and then realizing that if I balance my portions and if I am getting the proper amount of nutrients through the day, I don't react to those little things anymore. My body and my energy levels, like, it's up here when I follow this method. And it's so simple, it's so easy. I told my mom this. I said, if you just have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and quit eating Skinny Pop all day long, you will actually feel so much better. And she did that, and she lost like 5 pounds, and without even working out. Immediately. This was in like, what, a week and a half? She could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was really soon. And it's so interesting that we overthink this concept of what is a diet need to look like. And we think about it so hard, but it's like a protein, a fat, a carb, and 50% of your plate is vegetables. And if you manage this and you have a bunch of vegetables and then you have all these little things, you will feel satiated, you will feel energized. I can't, like I said, speak for all of us. I'm getting carried away here, but I'm just so passionate about this because I personally experienced it firsthand, and I was doubtful because of being so strict on being keto for so long. In that, my digestion improved, my body reacted well, and my skin, it's glowing now, and everything is just happy because the carbs that I choose are complex carbs. So the complex carbs are carbs that are on your plate that literally are full of nutrients of everything that you need, not empty carbs, simple carbs like potato chips and pasta. I'll give you a chart here to show you a few examples of some complex carbs that you can be putting on your plate. In addition to this video, I'm going to be making another one, which is what I eat in a day, just kind of to give you a better understanding of what I personally eat. And I'm not trying to sell you on anything that you should be eating, but I feel like I just balanced it out so well for myself, and I want to share how I got there and maybe help give you some answers as well. How to know if you're eating out of hunger or out of boredom. And I feel like it's one of those things where I don't know. It's like, am I hungry? Am I bored? Do I just want this ice cream because I'm sitting here? Or does my stomach, is it growling? Like, what's going on? What has helped me in that whole thing and wondering what is best is to drink water and see what happens. Like, chug a bunch of water, you're probably dehydrated. And also, depending on what food you're craving, it's like something sweet or something salty, like those can all mean different things. This is like the intro prelude into my next video, which I'm so excited about. And it's the concept of eating pretty. And I was actually so excited about this concept probably a year ago. I'm gonna be talking about what that means in the next video, but it's something that I feel like helped me mentally enjoy my food better. So just I can't wait to tell you more. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I feel like that was a lot of information, and I feel like it's a lot of it, like an umbrella of different topics and things that I'm going to talk about in other videos. But in a nutshell, portion control, loving my food, understanding that I can balance my meals properly throughout the day, and staying hydrated. Like those are overall like the best words of advice that I could give you. I'm just here to be that vessel for you to learn as much as you can to hopefully get yourself in a place where you can fall in love with your food, fall in love with your body, and all in all, just learn how to love yourself, how to align with who you truly are. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.